Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. The United States has continued to impose restrictive measures against China, and the ban will be upgraded almost every once in a while, and more advanced facilities will be included in the export control list. No matter how strong the technical strength of the United States is, and no matter how good the products are, they cannot be separated from the supply guarantee of raw materials. However, China has imposed export controls on items related to gallium and germanium, directly cutting off the U.S. industrial chain from the source. Foreign media said, China's reciprocal countermeasures have achieved remarkable results, and Biden has nothing to do. China has abundant reserves of gallium and germanium mineral resources, and is one of the largest producers of gallium and germanium in the world. Not only that, China has huge production capacity and large industrial scale in the mining, smelting and processing of gallium and germanium. Gallium and germanium enterprises in China have relatively high production capacity and can meet the needs of domestic and foreign markets. Western countries are very dependent on Chinese gallium and germanium, such as the United States. The U.S. semiconductor industry leads the world, and almost all mainstream chip products on the market come from U.S. companies such as Intel, Qualcomm, and NVIDIA. Gallium and germanium are indispensable materials in the semiconductor manufacturing process. If the United States wants to deploy the semiconductor industry normally, it needs to import a large amount of gallium and germanium from China to ensure that the demand is met. However, under China's export control measures, the United States wants to continue to purchase Chinese gallium, but germanium is not so smooth. Beginning August 1, the United States needs to obtain an export license to purchase products of gallium and germanium-related items from China. As for whether to obtain a license, it is not up to the United States to decide, it depends on China's attitude. It is estimated that the United States also knows that China cannot easily let go of exports, so the United States has found another way and decided to recover gallium from waste products. According to news from the American media, the United States will sign a cooperation agreement with American or Canadian companies to recycle gallium before the end of this year, and recycle gallium from the existing product waste stream. As for the problem of germanium, the United States still has certain reserves, so it is not so urgent to solve the problem of germanium supply. The EU is still planning to start from the industrial chain and find some enterprises with manufacturing capabilities to process aluminum and zinc to extract gallium and germanium. Not to mention the effect, at least it is a long-term layout strategy. However, the United States chooses to extract from waste products, which will be very restrictive. Extracting gallium from waste products is a technical challenge. The gallium content in the waste product is usually very low, and the extraction process may require complex techniques and equipment. Developing effective extraction techniques may require the investment of significant research and development resources. Compared with extraction from ore, the gallium content in the waste product is low, and more processes and energy are required to extract gallium with higher purity. High costs may limit the commercial viability of recycling gallium. From the perspective of supply, although there is a certain amount of gallium in waste products, its supply is limited by the amount of waste generated and the recovery rate. Therefore, gallium recovery from waste products may not be able to meet the demand of the United States, and gallium still needs to be imported or obtained from other sources. Waste itself is already eliminated. These things are scattered in all walks of life. It is time-consuming and labor-intensive to gather them together, and the production capacity and quality cannot be guaranteed. Some foreign media said, China's reciprocal countermeasures have achieved remarkable results, and Biden has no choice but to extract gallium from waste products. It seems that there are no more and better options. As time goes by, the United States will eventually realize that it is inseparable from the supply guarantee of gallium and germanium in China, and the waste products will be used up sooner or later. Even if the United States accelerates the elimination of waste products, it will only be a drop in the bucket. In China, the production of gallium and germanium is stable and the production capacity is huge. After decades of industrial chain development and construction, the price is also very attractive. Western countries want to re-establish the gallium and germanium industry chain, and the challenges they face are greater than imagined. Re-establishing the industrial chain requires huge investment, including equipment purchase, production line construction and personnel training. Compared with countries such as China that have established a complete industrial chain, Western countries may face higher cost pressures. Moreover, the extraction and processing technologies of gallium and germanium are relatively complex, requiring a large amount of capital and R&D investment. Western countries may need to conduct large-scale research and development to improve the level of technology and establish a complete industrial chain. The only way for Biden to obtain a stable supply of gallium and germanium is to negotiate and cooperate with China, but again, whether the United States can obtain an export license depends on China's attitude. Even if negotiations are really launched, it is impossible for the United States to obtain China's gallium and germanium without paying anything. Perhaps it is time for the United States to take a good look at itself. What is it that has come to this point? If the United States hadn't broken market rules at will, restricted the technological development of other countries everywhere, and involved irrelevant national companies in the technological war, it might have been a different situation. If the United States wants to buy other people's things smoothly, then the American things have to be traded. This is only fair. If you agree with the point of view of this video, please like it, welcome to Forward, leave a message and share.